Shalom, Israel. Back with another lesson. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. This will be a quick hit. I'm just going to go into a couple scripts. But I'll probably title this one Famine of the Word. You know, they're talking about these cyber attacks. And, you know, starting with the apostles and elders and the prophets on down at Great Millstone, they've been warning you about this time that's coming. You know, they're gonna, the power is gonna go out at any time, just like how you could be sitting at whatever time of the day and the power can go out. An EMP attack, electric magnetic pulse, EMP. And there's no telling where you could be. You could be at work. You know, you could be at work getting off at 10:30 at night, and here it is, 8 o'clock in the evening, or 8 o'clock at night, and an EMP attack or a cyber attack comes. And that cyber attack is gonna trigger also, you know, you can't go into, you know, getting your bank account, your money, you know, stores close, businesses, because there's no power. And you Americans, you Babylonians have been comfortable for so long. You've been comfortable, but, you know, any time of the night, going to the bank, having access to your bank account, you know, going any time of the night, going to the store, getting out of the club, you know, going to get something to eat, hanging out, going back home drunk, high, got everything on, all the power, the TV, the radio. You know, you women, even men too, you know, washing clothes, got the washer and dryer going, got the dishwasher going, 11 o'clock at night. You know, the things that you've been comfortable with. Energy, power. This is the time that we're coming into where, like I said a few videos ago, you know, the DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, you know, they said, you know, Americans need to prepare up to 6 months without power. But you got Jake out here. They're not listening. 2/3 of Jake, they are not hearing this. It goes one ear and out the other. You know, that's what they put on their website not too long ago. The Department of Homeland Security said Americans need to prepare without no power, to up to 6 months without no power. And I know here in California, there's been different places, especially in the rural areas out, in the country type, residents, power's been going out. Power's been going out. But this is ultimately gonna lead to famine of the word, because you Jakes have had all the time to 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 uh, to get this knowledge, to get this word, because we're coming into the worst time in human history. Jake is going to wait to the last moment when all hell breaks loose to try to seek the Lord. So I got a couple scripts I want to go into, and we'll go to first. We'll go to First Thessalonians. Let's go to First Thessalonians. Jake gonna wait till the last minute to try to seek the Lord, and it ain't gonna happen. First Thessalonians 5:1, and it reads, but of the times and the seasons. See, you gotta read, when you read the Lord's word, as you grow into the word, you have to read this slow, because the Lord meant every single word in this book. But of the times and the seasons. What time are we in? What season are we in? I spoke to my dad earlier, and he was telling me he had went to San Francisco, California. He had went to San Francisco, yesterday, and he had went, by the water, where the restaurants are, the tourist place. And he told me that nothing was open. None of the big time tourist spots, restaurants, the wharf where you can walk by and see the water. All those restaurants, everything was shut down and closed. He said he couldn't believe it. Born and raised in California. Born and raised. Northern California. Born and raised. He said he couldn't believe it. I mean, nothing was open. We're in a time of war and famine and death and destruction. And I just read too earlier, California is the grocery store workers are going on strike. And they also have a teacher strike out there in Sacramento. There's a teacher strike due to wage. They want more wages. You know, people are struggling, and ultimately, this is Israel. This is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You're out there, you know, you're grocery store workers, you know, you're teachers, you're custodians, you know, you're out there doing agriculture. You know, you're the ones who's putting in the labor. You know, you're working extremely hard and you're getting paid kibbles and bits. You're getting paid crumbs. While Esau sits in that chair in the office and spins around in that chair and makes $300,000-400,000 a year, $600,000 a year, $1 million, and does nothing. You know, and this is and the Lord told you in the last days, you know, the tribes are gonna raise up, man. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you Hebrew Israelites, you know, you're fed up. You're fed up with this, man. And you deserve more. But, you know, this is the land of our captivity, and the Lord told you this was going to happen. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, so cometh as a thief in the night. The Lord's coming like a thief in the night. Whatever the Lord has in store, you know, whatever the Lord has in store is going to trigger this. And this is ultimately that cyber attack, because you're not going to have access to the word. You know, you're not going to be able to go out on, you know, you're going to be looking for the prophets. You're going to be looking for the apostles. You're going to be looking for the elders, you know, and the prophets on down. You're going to be looking for them. And it's right here on the word is on the internet 24/7. You know, Great Millstone is like Denny's, all night like Denny's. You can go in the morning, you can go in the evening, you can go in the nighttime, you can go in the AM, you can go in the PM, all night like Denny's. They're always out. The word is out 24/7. You have access to the word. But what does Jake do? Jake rejects it. 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, and see now, you know, everybody's been juiced up and vaccinated. Salakia, gotta watch what you say. Everybody's been juiced. Everybody's been tested, and you know, I know here in California they said 84% of Californians have been juiced or been tested. 84% of Californians have been, they've slept with Vanessa. 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. See, and that's what's going on. You know, they've opened everything back up. No mask. You know, party, everybody, let's get wasted. You know, concerts going back on. You know, water parks and summertime. You know, the sports. You know, the bars, the clubs, everything's back open. You know, you don't need no mask. You don't. The restrictions have been dropped, just like it says. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, and that's what's coming. You know, and that World War III. You know, out there in that Ukraine, that's a piece of it. That destruction that's coming. And Jake is distracted. Jake is completely distracted. Everything's back open. You can still get your jobs and work and travel. And, Jake is completely distracted. Jake got plans. Jake got big plans. With the summer coming, I'm going here, I'm going there. I already got my tickets. They're completely distracted. But destruction is coming. As travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape. You're not going to be escape this. You're not going to be able to escape this trouble. This trouble that's coming. Like I said, a famine of the word is coming. So let's go to 42, Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42 and 13. When they say peace and safety, and then the sudden destruction come upon them. And it's here, and it's going to increase. Isaiah 42 and 13, and it reads, YAHAWAHSHI shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. And what do you think he's doing over there with these so-called kings and rulers of the earth over there in Ukraine and, Israel and across the globe, and North Korea, South Korea, China? What do you think that's going on right now? What do you think that's going on? The Lord is stirring up jealousy. You heard Biden, come out and say, Putin needs to be removed. Then they're talking about, Putin is under assassination, and it's war right now. This is a time of war. The Lord, YAHAWAHSHI, shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. And who is his enemies? You heathens, you strangers, you other nations. It'll tell you in Psalms 83 who the Lord's and who Israel, who their enemies are. Starting with the number one on the hit list, Esau, Edom, you so-called Caucasian white people. You're not white, you're red from the top of your head to the bottom of your foot. Esau, Edom. 14. I have a long time holding my peace. YAHAWAHSHI said, I have a long time holding my peace. 1,000 years to the Lord. YAHAWAHSHI. 1,000 years to the Lord is one day. 1,000 years to the Lord is one day. He said, I have a long time holding my peace. Over 2,000 years ago, he came down and he got murdered. His own people went against him. His own people went against him. And who murdered him? Esau. He got mocked. He got beaten. He got tortured. And he got murdered. He said, I have a long time holding my peace. And then on top of that, too, you have Jake, you 2/3 Jakes that come against what's said in the book, and you reject your heritage and you're defending Esau. You're defending Esau. He said, it's just so much stuff that YAHAWAHSHI has been sitting in the heavens of heavens, just watching and listening, you know, centuries, decades. He's been watching. He said, it's been a long time I've holden my peace. I have been still and refrain myself. Now I will cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. And that's what he's coming back to. The Lord's coming back to destroy and devour at once. He's not going to play no games. That's why going forward, you got to get this word right now, man. I'm going to close out with this. You got to get this word. To you niggas, to the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you better try to get this word, man. Because it ain't too much longer before this is over. This famine of the word comes, and then it's a wrap. And then them angels gonna pull back that wind, and it's just gonna be chaos, man. There's too many signs coming. It's Salakia. It's too many signs that's showing right now. These prophecies are jumping off the pages. It's too many signs. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, Amos 8 and 11, and it reads, Behold, the days cometh, the days come, saith Yahawah B'Shem Yahawashi, that I will send a famine in the land, and there's a famine of food coming. It's coming. The Biden just told you the food shortage is going to be real. Not send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing what? The words of the Lord. There's going to be a famine of hearing the words of the Lord, because it's going to be so much chaos. There's going to be death everywhere. It's going to be from death from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth. It's going to be pure chaos and death and famine. You're going to want to hear these words. But you know what? What else did he say? 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, and shall not find it. Call Allah Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. You're going in this time that's coming, because I just told you earlier that EMP attack is coming. The Lord told you, quote me if I'm wrong, I think in Luke, that we're going, or Matthew, that we're going into the worst time in human history. You're gonna have to have this word. You're gonna have to have this seal in your head. You're going to have to have this seal in your head, Israel. You're going to have this knowledge of the Lord to get you through this time. There are race riots coming. Yeah, Esau versus Jacob. Esau is going to be, the Lord's going to put the spirit on Esau to come through. And he going to have his way. Jake ain't gonna go out, but you 2/3, you gonna, yeah. And then on top of that, you're gonna have a famine. You're going to have a famine of food, lack of water, blackouts. You're going to be in the dark. You're going to have animals running loose. You know, ain't no earthquakes. You know, thunder, lightning. Them chariots are showing themselves. Them angels in the sky. They're gonna come closer and closer and closer. What Esau calls those UFOs, those are the angels in the sky. They're gonna come closer. There's gonna be signs in the heaven, and ultimately it tell you that in is it Exodus? Quote me if I'm wrong. Where you know the Lord sent the plagues upon Egypt. He sent darkness. You know, there's just so much things that's coming, man. There, you explosions. Hmm? It's he's going to when he said it's been a long time I've holding my peace. They humiliated the Lord. They went in his temple and they destroyed it, and they also destroyed his people. Who? Esau. You so-called Caucasian white people, right along with you other nations, you Arabs, you Chinamans, you know, Japanese, you know, Koreans, you know, and even 2/3 of his own people. The Lord has a long time holding his peace. This place is done, no. The world is done. But ultimately Esau, this America, Babylon, this place is finished. But the famine of the word is coming. You know, ain't too much longer, man. Ain't too much longer before the Lord sends this famine of the word. And when that famine of the word comes, you heard what he said, they shall seek to me from the north to the east, and they shall not find it. You're not going to find it. You're going to be stuck, and the Lord's going to torment you. He's going to torment you. And those that, like I said in my other videos, if you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you Hebrew Israelites, those that reject this knowledge and despise the Lord's word, and you know, you're calling on Jesus Christ, and you know, the Lord loves everybody, and you know, you're not doing thus said the Lord. You believe in this and you don't believe in that, and you know, you just into the world, you know, and you got a family and you got wife and kids. There ain't gonna be no mercy, man. Ain't gonna be no mercy, cause that's sedition amongst men, and that civil war, Esau versus Jacob. It ain't gonna be no mercy on these streets. It ain't gonna be it's gonna be lawlessness. The Lord's gonna give you over into that hand because you didn't want to listen. Cannibalism. Watch that movie, The Road. It'll show you The Road. You know, watch these apocalyptic movies. That's The Walking Dead. It'll show you, yeah, this is how it's going. This is how society here and around the world and here in Babylon, America is going to get. And if you don't have that seal of protection of the Lord, you are through. You're finished. So, Spirit hopped on me. Lord willing, you were edified. I don't want Ratazar come back with another lesson, but I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah Kwadash. Shalom, Israel.